Um, okay. So, okay. So what we need to be doing is we need to be more serious. We need to start enforcing serious RP on the server, as you all know. A lot of us think that just because we are staff that we can do whatever we want once. As you can see, we just demoted one of these, well, not we suspended one of our super admins for not being able to be mature enough, not showing proper super admin behavior. So what I need you all to be doing is just, you guys really need to enforce serious RP. Okay? Whenever you see someone fail RPing, if you see someone like shoot another clone just for the fun of it, that's an example. Serious RP. You guys must show it yourselves as well. Okay?
Yeah, I yelled at someone for doing that one time, so I done.
Alright,
Doesn't
good.
that also mean people are, because they do this a lot, they put points in their resist and then they want to try out to see if they'll survive a shot from an SE-14C. They can do that, but they have to be like in a completely different area. They can't be in the training.
They have to be
Mhm.
Citadel for that.
That would be fail RP. You wouldn't go up to someone and say, "Hey, shoot me! I have extra armor on." Like,
If they want
So I get shot in the face. That's what happens.
they go to the Citadel, or even the custom Citadel for that matter, whichever one's not being used, I'd say, if that's what Crosshair wants.
that's fine.
Usually, what
could
I
I-
did was, usually
May
what
I
I would do is when I'm doing damage tests with a bunch of weapons. Sorry, Price.
Okay.
Like I will find one of the unused barracks. I'll get a text screen that says weapon testing room. Do not enter if you don't want to get damaged. And like I would call a bunch of people that would volunteer, and like we would do a procedure they order. And like I wouldn't do any of it outside that room, and then once it's done, I'll take everything down and like back to normal. Like I would designate an area. We're doing it.
Alright.
Can I cut in here now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I understand that you want serious RP, but would it be okay if we had our small little moments with a small group of people to talk out of character for a bit? Because if it's serious RP 24/7, that kind of gets really stale, and that really
Serious
Well,
stick
the-
up our ass.
Okay, so
If you're in a secluded area and
okay.
you're like with a group of friends or something, then you
Mm.
can do.
Keep
that
it to the
and they can
barracks.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it to the barracks.
I mean, let's be honest. We've all failed RP before, yeah.
Yeah,
My
that's
name's
pretty
not
much-
immersive in game.
Yeah.
Yes.
uh, sometimes I just like to connect with the player base just a bit with a little fail RP, not to like a whole full extent like mass RDM or anything like that, but
Just chilling.
as an extent of just like joking around, saying like, "Oh, you guys look like Cheetos. You guys look like H2O."
Okay.
I like
Pause
to
for a sec.
Who
the
to
hell
joke.
said you look like a Cheeto?
Hold on,
Where did
I
he
like
say
to joke around with two chills saying, "Hey, you guys look like Cheetos. Stay away from me." You know,
They do kind of look like Cheetos.
like I like to joke around like that in a fail RP sense, and then occasionally I like to I like to yell clones.
Quote
They get
unquote.
they get so scared because I'm yelling at them, but then I let them know afterwards I'm just messing with them and all that stuff. That's the kind of fail RP I do, and I think they like it, to be honest. It shows that there's times to be serious
Hey,
and times
wake
when
up.
not to be serious.
I'd make like an OC area.
Most of the time you are serious, but I think, in my opinion, I think it'd be okay for fail RP in some at the
To
right
an
times.
extent. To an extent.
Yes,
Keep it
to
to
an
isolated events.
That would be fine.
Well, also you have to think about if both parties are okay with that fail RP. Because if you just go around and like joke around and fail RPing and calling like, for example, 212. You start calling them Cheetos while they're doing tryouts or something. That would be considered minging. So you got to be careful
No.
about that.
It's like I said, at the right times. At the right times. You can't just go up to people and say, "Oh, you look like a Cheeto." No. It has to be at the right times. Like I normally do it when the server's more unpopulated. It's like towards midnight. Everybody's like really bored and all that stuff. I tend to do that around those times because obviously there's not a large crowd around and everybody's bored, so we gotta something.
Well, then that brings up the question: when is it okay to call someone a Cheeto? When's a good time for that?
In smaller, isolated areas where, or actually, Crosshair should be deciding this, Mr. Crosshair.
Most likely, as he was about to say, probably in your barracks where the rest of the community is unaware of what you're doing inside, because it is fair to go into someone else's barracks. Somewhere where, yeah, this is somewhere where you could just be yourself. You don't want to do it around others because maybe others are trying to RP seriously,
Yeah,
and they don't want to hear that kind of behavior.
I remember that last night. I guess you could say I kind of fail RP, but enforce the rule. I ask you this: is it fail RP to be outside of the Venator and
Hey,
like
wake up!
grapple hook training or something like that? Is that fail RP or
That would be
what's
fair
it?
RP.
Okay, yeah. So I used the no clip or the admin, and I went up to them and I started yelling at them in a jokingly way, but they thought I was serious. But towards the end, I let them know that, hey, I'm just kidding. You guys are fail RPing though. Finish up and then don't come back out again. That's
It's
what I
part
did.
of the training process, though.
Yeah, but you wouldn't see clones
In a
grappling
low grav
outside of the ship.
environment, grappling
That's
around,
not
trying
a low
to.
grav environment. That's in a vacuum.
You're in outer space.
No. There's grav plating on the ships. How do you think there's explosions, huh? Huh?
It's usually inside the ships. It's
No,
pressurized.
it's
inside.
the grav
Usually
plating
if
is
you jump
exploding.
outside of the ship.
It's oxygenated metal. Peoples, come on. Learn this the pseudoscience of the world. Come on.
Star Wars. Their
You're in
guns
space?
make noise in space.
Called lasers,
Good
and
point.
you see the light before you hear the sound. Come on, get out.
So hold on. Are we deciding that it is fail RP or it isn't?
It is fail RP. Cross just said
It is
But-
fail RP.
Okay,
grapple?
so when are they
Okay.
going to train that stuff?
Well, in the giant ass hangars.
You mean in the tiny little baby hangars that provide no actual terrain?
The main hangar.
But no, there's no terrain in there. It's just a wall.
There's not much terrain outside of the ship.
No, they go all
Or a
the way to
small
the
little
top.
gap.
They go all the way to the top and all the way back down without getting hurt once. If they get hurt once, they get demoted.
You can
Like
do
if
that
you
with the
fall,
hangar as
you-
well.
No, the hangar's just a wall. There's nothing in the hangar to do. There's
The
no other
ceiling.
upper.
I make them go across the ceiling without
There
touching
is
the
no.
floor.
That's so easy though. You just tap R, click again. Unless
Really,
you
'cause
lag,
more
that's
than half
easy.
of them fail.
Okay. Oh, then you got half a battalion full of lag.
Hello?
hmm
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, so are we
Hello,
off
friends.
the topic of Phil RP then?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I also wanted to add something. As said in the last meeting, that you guys should be using Slack way more. You should have notifications on and stuff. And I also advise you to download on your phone as well, because what the super admins are going to be doing is having a new system for recruiting staff, and that is, if you haven't seen already, I go in the Slack chat and at everyone and say, look at these applications. And when I put those applications in the chat, I expect you guys to put your opinion on them, so us super admins can better understand if that person should be staff or should not be staff. And after everyone or nearly everyone has put their opinions on the application, then us super admins will all decide. We'll have a vote, and decide if that person should be staff, and it will depend on whether or not they have a positive amount of -1s or +1s. So if they have a positive amount of -1s, most likely won't get staff, but they still have a chance if us super admins think they deserve it. And same for +1s. If they have a positive amount of +1s, then most likely we'll get staff, but still dependent on the super admin's decision. So yeah, that's gonna be the new staff system, and I want you guys to really like keep Slack open at all times. Make sure you're looking at it a lot.
I'm back.
Are you kidding, Price?
Yes. What? Huh?
I just said a whole bunch of shit.
Be on
You need
Slack.
to listen to the recording.
That's the whole thing.
Well,
Be on Slack.
actually, Price, I've already told you about the new staff system. How about how I'm gonna be posting applications in the chat and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, make sure you have Slack open all the time, so you have it on your phone too.
If you see Sketa, his account's inactive, so is Greedos. So both of them are inactive. Insanity's inactive on there as well, but he's already posted a couple times and he just returned, so makes sense for him to still have the inactive thing on him. Yeah.
Service, didn't you want to add some stuff? You said
I've got a
Slack.
whole chunk of stuff.
All right.
Wait, could I?
I'm gonna talk last.
It's a real quick thing, if I
Sure.
may interrupt real quick.
Sure.
I'd like to make a proposal, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
Well, I think it should be required that whenever we're on the server, that we should be in TeamSpeak.
Oh yeah, you told me about that. I agree.
Oh god, yes.
I agree as well.
It allows for easier communication between staff members, and it's
Coordination during
whole easier
events.
thing.
Ooh.
Yes, events, all that good stuff. That's basically my proposal. Just be on TeamSpeak, whether you don't have to just be on TeamSpeak whenever you're in the server. Like, you don't have to have your headset and microphone activated. Just be in the TeamSpeak. You get a poke, you unmute, and you talk to whoever needs to talk to you.
Yippers.
I think that sounds pretty fair.
It's easy. Yeah.
I agree. Cross, you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Then it's done. New rule.
Wunderbar.
Everyone ask your questions now. Cool. Good questions. Alright. I'm gonna do my stuff, and then if there's more questions, we'll do those then. Cross, Static, did you guys get through all your stuff?
Yeah, pretty much, unless Cross is missing anything.
No, that's basically it.
Okay, cool. So, so there's a lot of donation changes coming. We did that revote on Monday, and we are reverting it from the Jedi Palooza that it is now to the Jedi Generals that it was prior. So I put in the general chat in Slack, and if you haven't seen it yet, go check it now. It has linked to the Trello that shows a lot of the models that will be commissioned over the next week or two. We've already worked out prices with TFA, and over the next week or two, we're going to see a lot of them start getting published on the workshop and getting added to the server. We are not going to be promising any of the new generals to any of the current owners of the Jedi package. The Jedi package will be disabled tonight. The expanded DLC on the donation page will be renamed to the CW DLC, matching its tag in game. That way people don't say, I've got the expanded DLC. No, you have the CW DLC. And then we will be adding named characters to the CW DLC. Now these named characters are like Fives, Blitz from Rancor, some other people that I can't think of off the top of my head, but they'll also still include C-3PO, R2-D2, and a Wookiee. And the package will include a minimum of 8 characters, and to a max of 10. And then on top of this package, we will offer the Season Pass DLC, which is a monthly purchase. I don't know how much it'll cost. Night Shadow will have to decide that one. And that'll include, if you buy the Season Pass, an extra 4 or 5 characters on top of the characters already present in the CW DLC. So that's what's going on there for the CW. Regarding how we're going to be selling Jedi Generals once we have all of the models worked out, we have all the open slots found out. Each and every single one of the Jedi will have their own sale. So if Shaak Ti's on sale, Shaak Ti will be there, and then below her there will be another card for let's see, Asajj Ventress. Below her, Luminara and D. You know, all the Jedi, if they're available, will be put there. Once they're no longer available, they'd be pulled off, just to avoid any more, overpopulation of Jedi characters and awkward moments where two people own the same character. So, yeah. Cool. That's my stuff.
I got a question about that.
Yeah.
Are you saying that other people can be the same general?
No, I'm saying that we're
No.
going to avoid people playing as the same general.
Oh, okay.
By making it so the package isn't there forever. The package is only there when it's available. And there will be a package for each character instead of a general package that you have to run off and go and check with Crosshair to see if the character's open. So it's a little bit more
Yappity doody.
streamlined. And less mistake prone, which has been occurring a lot. So,
Okay.
yippers.
I
So I
fixed the
have a
damn
question, too.
minigun. I fixed the damn minigun if you hadn't noticed. No more activate, no more deactivate. So happy about that. No more anxiety. So what was your question, Zach?
Okay, so are the Jedi that are currently here getting new models or no? I didn't know that. I don't really know.
If you look at Trello, the category called CGI stuff, every single Jedi character will be getting in that thing will be getting commissioned.
So I'm Kit Fisto, so I'm gonna get that CGI, whatever one.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know that. Because I was told by someone on the server saying, "Are you gonna buy that new model?" I was like, I never knew we had to buy it. But whatever. It was like they said
The new
that we
model's
had to
pretty
buy
good though,
it.
guys.
Yeah, I saw the models. They look awesome.
Okay, I also want to say one more thing that I forgot to say. A couple days ago, all the super admins, we had a meeting, and we decided that we think whenever a staff is recruited into our staff team, that an admin should train them so they properly know like how to go on about their staff duties and be a responsible staff member rather than to be just thrown into the position and expected to be a good staff member.
Okay, I have a recommendation for like someone that could be appointed to that. You should have like a supervisor of
what we
staff
want to-
doing that stuff like
What
that.
we want to do is have all admins, so all admins and will be training whichever admin decides to train whatever staff member gets recruited, then they can train them, but it will just be admins.
I would just recommend like a new supervisor rank like that. For
Good. Too many titles.
basically, staff
Oh god.
that is just
We
above
can't.
admin,
We're
but
not reverting to back where we had a staff manager and all that
Yeah,
shit.
we're not doing that. We just any admins, senior admins and regular admins. We expect you guys to train the new trial staff and let them know what they need to know. We don't have
Yippers.
anything in particular that we want you to train them. Just train them to the best of your ability and make sure that they know the ropes before being thrown into the position. We want to also before we like officially accept that person. That's what we want to do. We want to have one of the admins train them and then put them on the position
Would
and
that-
see how they do.
Would
That
that,
kinda
be
sounds like
during
fun.
their trial staff period?
Well, it would just be better for to train them before they actually get the official staff rank.
so just before we even know they get accepted.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you guys in Slack saying, hey, this guy's gonna get accepted, and I want one of you guys to train him. And then when you're done training him, then we'll go on trial staff, and we'll see how they interpreted the training and see how they do from there.
So we take calls. I have a recommendation for that kind of thing. So we take calls, and then if the person that we're training, we pull them in and have them take that call and see what they do. Something like that.
Yeah, you can do stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
just
I'll-
whatever you think
if
is
I-
necessary.
To each your own. To each your own. You're all
Yeah, you can
teachers,
just-
so come up with your
Yeah,
own
you can
system.
just do whatever you think is necessary.
Could I bring up two things?
Sure.
First off, did anybody, Static or Servius or whoever deals with the whitelisting, did you ever fix that just randoms are not able to go to like a separatist droid or Count Dooku or anything like
I
that?
fixed the battle droid.
Okay, well,
Count
think
Dooku's an
the-
event class that's
the
a purchasable thing.
expanded DLC or CW DLC, whatever, that person was able to go as Chancellor Palpatine. And I'm not sure if that's included in it or not. Just letting you know. And second off, I'd also like to suggest that we update the staff application, add in a question saying something like, or the requirement saying, you understand you have to be in TeamSpeak whenever you're on this server, something like
Yeah,
that.
TeamSpeak and Slack. Yeah, I agree with that.
TeamSpeak, Slack, yeah.
So, Service, can you add that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right now, while I'm updating these. Hold on, my whole computer's having AIDS right now. There we go.
Okay, yeah, someone added Palpatine to CW DLC. Did you do that?
It was part of the CW DLC prior. All I did was switch the name of the RC DLC to CW DLC. That's why 143 things that had it are now on the CW.
So are we gonna keep it in CW
No,
DLC?
just remove it.
Okay.
I mean, it's just an event
I
class. So.
also like to ask that I be promoted to admin on the forums. I'm still a moderator.
Persons.
I'll put you to trial. How about that?
You know, you want to fight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fruity also needs to get his senior admin as well.
Cordy
Yeah.
owes me 1,000 points on forum.
Who?
Cordy,
You don't deserve
Who?
1,000 points.
There is
you
a
don't
piece
deserve 1 point.
You
Oh.
deserve negative.
Fruity needs his foreign
You don't
stuff.
deserve
Yeah,
to
I heard you.
Talking to me.
Okay, Fruity, what do you go by on the forums?
Asparagus water.
Changing your name to Fruity. There you go. Senior admin. And forum trails. Alright, I got Price, I got Fruity, who else?
Thanks.
That's it. Sorry, I'm gonna have to change
put
this again
Lex
out of
already?
day. Lux?
Yeah. Lex is
You-
super admin.
Yeah, that was a yesterday thing.
Okay, just making sure. I think that
And,
should be it.
What's happening with the forum staff stuff?
I get that. Gonna look at it earlier, but people decided to show up and be like, Sammy has donations. So I had to talk to him about that. Boopity staff applications, forum staff applications. I just accept the ones that I do off the top. Oh, hey look,
Oh,
Reacher
also-
replied.
If you guys haven't seen my message
I
in
applied
Slack,
like 2 weeks ago. Well, like a week ago.
if you guys haven't seen my message in Slack, whenever you're commenting on staff applications, please give a reason as to why you're giving them that judgment. If it's
Yeah, I
a
agree.
-1, neutral, or +1, please explain why you gave them what you gave them. Neutral, and then, you know, nothing else.
This thing. There we go. I'm adding under review to all the sections. I don't know if that helps all of them.
Underoos.
Under. I primarily use it in my stuff. I don't know if you use it, but child.
We're back. Hold on.
There we go. Now let me think down to review, and you're now on trial staff. Congratulations.
Yay!
Wait, what happened?
Never mind.
Okay, well, is the meeting over?
I don't have anything else to talk about. Do you have anything else to talk about?
Anyone have any questions or anything they want to say?
Not really.
If you did exactly what I asked you not to do, or please fix that. The +1 minus and trolls flux.
Why don't we just have polls on the fucking thing when we post them?
I know.
Because anyone can do it.
Yeah, but anyone's allowed to supply their opinion.
First,
And
So
you-
it's not
Of
really-
course.
Yeah, for staff
reason as to
applications.
why they're saying what they're saying, or they're voting what they're voting.
Well, the staff are required to, but the players not so much.
Yeah.
Well, we should disregard players that don't present why they
Well,
give them that.
Crosshair doesn't even need to look at the vote count for the comments. He could literally look at the thing. I know this guy and accept him. It's,
Mm.
he could do whatever he wants with accepting and promoting people. 'Tis the freedom of a server manager. Alright,
Tis
Solarium
the
for
season to
forum
be
stuff.
jolly.
Neutral. Neutral. Much neutral is on this application. Alright, I'll just move him to under.
Okay, well, if the meeting's over, you should stop recording service.
I don't know. One of you guys might come up with some problem that we fix right
I have nothing.
now. Just draw it out a little bit. Someone might listen. Really important that they stay. Something's coming. Gosses for forum stuff. Did anybody else reply to this? Hey,
No, I didn't.
people
Goss
in
has
here.
quit, remember?
No, he didn't quit. He already talked to me yesterday, and he was like,
Oh,
"I didn't officially retire. I'm just ain't here right now, and I
He's doing
wanted to
forum
become
stuff.
forum staff. And if I get forum staff, I quit as staff." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay.
So, take a look at his application. Let me know what you think. He promised to try out CWRP and see if he actually likes it, but he said he tried it once and it was a terrible experience. So,
That was within the first 2 weeks, and we were still fixing everything then.
it was when we transferred over the whole team and he got done.
But when you first played it, it was sorted.
Silence.
Okay.